This is a level 1 stick check. And this is a level 10 stick check. So in today's video, I'm gonna go from a level 1 stick check all the way up to a level 100 stick check. Let's get into it. Since I already did level 1, I'm gonna start with level 10. Pretty simple, just, that's it. The next check is called the lift check. Pretty self-explanatory.
This is a really good example on how the lift check is performed.
My dog stole the ball. Anyway, the next check is called the slap check. This one's a little less self-explanatory, but it's pretty simple. All you gotta do, once you line up here, you have them slapping down here on either one of their sides. Also, when you do a slap check, you can aim kind of up, kind of a little higher to hit the stick. Do that on either side as well.
This is what a slap check would look like when they're running, and it just goes up and down right on the hand.
The next check I'm gonna be showing y'all is the poke check. Now, essentially when you do this, you're in a good defensive stance, just like the slap check, and you're gonna be kind of poking, right? Anyway, like I was saying, you're in a good defensive stance, and then you kind of do poke check either right here, kind of in their stomach area. And it's a good set for when you're in defense. You can poke and then you stay. And then when you see an opening where a stick is to get the ball out, and then you can do like a check or something like that.
These are some great in-game examples on how poke checks are performed.
This next check is called the peekaboo. It's when you're playing defense on them like this and the stick's well protected or on the other side. Kind of step, and once you get that initial step, and then you can get that hidden on the stick. Step. Now I'm gonna do it again on a different angle so you guys can see it better. Step, boom. And kind of like stick's even more protected, kind of like this. That's really when this is better to do. Kind of step, you go around, hit down.
This is a better example of the check.
This next stick check is called a can opener. So essentially what you're doing is that you put your stick in the gap where they're holding their stick, right here, like in between their hands, and you just lift. A good attackman or a good midfielder would probably move their stick to one hand, and when they do that, you know, you can't pull off the can opener from there, but you can do another sort of stick check. So let's say they move their hand from the inside, then that's when you can kind of just get the stick out from there. And that's what it looks like kind of fast, inside of a house. That's why we wear our helmets, folks.
Here's what some can openers look like in games.
This next stick check is called ice pick. Basically what you do here is you kind of go over, you get in the middle, and you flick out. Now this can be done a bunch of different ways. There's different variations, kind of like the can opener. Basically the difference is from the can opener to the ice pick, you're using the bottom of your stick, not the top of your stick. You can also, if you wanted to, use this, just the butt end of your stick, just to do a check like that or something too.
I forgot to demonstrate the ice picks can go over the head like this as well.
This next check is called the rusty gate. Let's say this dummy is running straight, I'm running straight, he might be running down the alley on the field, wherever it may be. He's running, I see an opening, I turn my hips and my stick, and then I hit his stick. Now, like I said, it's be kind of hard to do in a house, so I can't really fully show it. Step around, you can kind of hit his stick, kind of lift under.
This right here is an incredible example of a rusty gate.
Rusty gates also can be used, which, by the way, are extremely risky, especially if you're doing it like this. Let's say I'm playing defense on him, he kind of starts to get around me, I lose my footing or something. Instead of following him and trail checking him and getting behind him like this, from here, he gets around me maybe, flick around, and you hit the stick. You'll hit the stick eventually, not, he won't be standing there. But that's more risky for a rusty gate, so it'd be better to stick with the first option that I showed you, and this is more of a risky check. So be careful and, you know, don't get mad at me if you pull it off in a game to get benched or something. This one is called the kayak. So you step, once you get that step, you go up, kind of, in the video I have for it explains it a lot better. But basically, you step, you do it like kind of like that. And you want to either hit their hand, the head of the stick, and I guess if it's open, you can hit the shaft of the stick as well.
Here's an example of the kayak in-game. And here is more of a technical breakdown right here.
Finally, at level 100, we got the over the head check. Essentially what you do is you go over. Once you do, you come down. Once you get down, let's say they're resisting, you can lay off and then go back.
Here's a really good example of it being pulled off in the game. And the reason this particular check is so hard is because you can easily miss and just hit their head.
Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you guys want to see any more of these lacrosse videos, make sure to comment down below what I should do next. And I know I didn't cover every single stick check ever, but I did cover more of the basics. If you guys want to see a more advanced video, maybe I'm even learning stuff, then just let me know in the comments. Anyway, hopefully I can post some more lacrosse / challenge videos, gym videos soon, and I'll see you guys in the next one.